click on this. When you have hesitation issues, you can respond.
Alright guys, welcome back. John here. Guys, I apologize. It's been a little bit over a week since I've posted a video. I promised you guys a whole lot more content on the PIWIS system. Some of you may not know, I was let go of my tech job. I was laid off back in January. So it's been about 5.5, almost 6 months that I've been unemployed. As you know, I've been going hard and heavy into the videos in that time just to keep myself sane and not go crazy. So I went ahead and did a transmission calibration. If you guys haven't seen recently, while I was unemployed, I wanted to go ahead and do the transmission service and give you guys that I promised on several of the forums. So I decided to go online and purchase a PIWIS from ottoman.com. Okay? So I ordered my system. It seemed like it was going to be a reputable company. It wasn't super crazy expensive versus what it was going to be to take it to the Porsche dealer and have them do all the work. So altogether, I had about a little bit over $600 in materials. That was included the FFL3 transmission fluid for the PDK. That included my transmission pan and filter. And then I had roughly about $1,500 invested in getting the PIWIS so that I could do the transmission calibration, transmission service. You have a oil service mode that you have to do with this that drains the rest of the fluid out of the clutches. So I went ahead and invested and decided to go do all this. And I decided to go ahead and do my transmission calibration before I did the oil change. And if some of you guys haven't seen in this video right here, I broke my car. So I went in, I did the calibration failed, and guys, if you go do this and the calibration doesn't completely go through, then your car is going to be broken exactly where it's at. So you're not going to be able to shift it in and out of gear. It's going to be stuck, and it's a really bad experience. You know, some of us that aren't coders, and I gotta tell you guys this right now. If you want to do anything inside of this to calibrate the PIWIS system itself, you need to have a pretty fair amount of knowledge in coding. You know, there's a lot of different things that need to be coded properly in this in order for it to even work with your car. Okay? So what Ottoman.com did to me, they sold me the service, the PIWIS system, the VCI controller, all in one package, and they didn't configure anything. So from what I've seen on the forums, this is a very big issue. This happens to a lot of you guys out there. You'll go out, you'll buy the system, you think that you're going to be able to do this yourself, and then these companies are, I think that they're doing it on purpose, because when I reached out to them after I broke my car, I told them, you know, something was wrong with my car. I did everything. I found the service manual for the bulletins on how to do the calibration. So you do a engine torque loss adaptation before you do the calibration. You have to make sure that your DME is alarm free, your PDK is alarm free, and then you can go in and run the calibration, and it should run through successfully. However, if you purchase one of these from China and it doesn't go through and your calibration breaks your car, it's probably going to be a very, very high chance that they did not go in and correctly configure your system. So I went on some forums, I found other guys that had the issues. Nobody online had a fix for this at all. I searched for, my car was down for 2 months, I still owe money on this car, so I was searching really, really hard, guys, to find an answer or resolve for my issue. And no one had anything. Rensless didn't have anything. I reached out to several guys that were good with PDKs. They just didn't really have a solid way of telling me what was wrong or what I could do. And then I was at my wife's graduation, and I had a guy named Brent reach out to me. He had the same exact issue on his car. So he had a guy that he was referred to. He reached out to him. His name is Mars. Some of you guys, if you haven't checked out my video, make sure you check out this one. Mars is a PIWIS wizard, okay? If you've watched this other video, you've seen some of this. He knows his coding very well. He actually wired into my computer using AnyDesk, which is a software that allows someone to remote access your computer. And he can go in. He knows the coding, he knows the background, and he knows this tool inside and out. So if any of you guys get stuck in a situation and you just can't figure this out, make sure that you give Mars a buzz. And guys, don't just take my word for it. Check out these reviews right here. Alright, so these guys watched my video, they reached out to him, and he actually hooked them up with a PIWIS that is configured properly. Alright, and guys, look, I mean, several people on here have already given him great reviews. So don't just take my word for it. I'm not getting upscale. I'm not getting any funding or anything from this. I'm just telling you that this guy, out of all my searching and research, is the one that was able to fix my issue. He was the one that was able to tell me that Ottoman.com did not correctly configure my system. He said they even made it hard to go in and configure the system. So that being said, guys, I want you to be very aware of buying your software from some of these companies, and I am going to refer you to Mars, because he will sell you the system and he will sell it to you correctly configured so that you can do your transmission calibration, so that you don't mess up your car like I did, and you guys won't be stranded, upset, towing your car to Porsche, spending a fortune trying to get this thing fixed, okay? So that again, guys, I'm going to be going on a training with my new company here for the next week. So this will be the last video that you guys see from me for at least another week. Before I can do another calibration on this, I need to correct an issue. I have one of my, probably an oxygen sensor out, so I do have a error on my DME right now. So I'm going to go ahead and order two new oxygen sensors. I'm going to just go ahead and replace them both. It's good to do it every couple years anyways. So when I get back, I'm going to go ahead and replace oxygen sensors. I'm going to clear that code out of the system. Then I'm going to go ahead and give you guys a clear, solid, concise view of calibrating your transmission. I'm going to show you guys how to do the engine torque loss adaptation, and then I'm going to show you how to jump right in and do the calibration. Alright guys, so again, I hope that you took a little information from this. Again, beware of buying your PIWIS system from random Chinese companies online. They will try to upcharge you to get into your system to configure it properly when it should have been configured properly from the get-go. And that being said, make sure you give Mars a shout out. He will sell you the system and get it configured properly for you, and he'll give you some of the best customer service out there. Alright guys, thanks again for watching my video. See you guys on the next one. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching my video. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button, and while you're at it, check out some of my social media pages below and the new videos I got coming out next.